senior adults are very reluctant to seek our help. They often wait and wait before they turn to us for help, which is unfortunate because by the time they get to a food pantry, they're in such tough shape that it really is an emergency. So the emergency food pantry, emergency food programs, that's what we call our member agencies, that title really is very accurate about the help that they're providing.
Rising to meet this emergency is a network of roughly 200 food pantries, meal sites, and shelters reaching across Rhode Island. A staggering number, considering the state is comprised of just 38 towns and cities. They come in various shapes and sizes and are largely run by volunteers. The larger pantries buy their food at discount from the Rhode Island Community Food Bank. Others, such as the pantry at Ebenezer Baptist Church in the West End, rely on donations.
The church has sought to meet the need of those who come to the pantry that they have on Wednesdays. The number of families has tripled, I think, in the last several years. And the church has sought to meet that need.
There are those seniors who really, it's very difficult for them to get here. That's one of the things we've been looking at. How do you address their needs? Are there some people who come here on behalf of older members of the church and the community and take the food to them?
Well, some will come with them, but they'll sit in their vehicles. And I mentioned the fact that we have someone out there in the car and he or she can't come in. And so we just verify that there is someone there, then we'll fix up a package for them as well.
So at Ebenezer Baptist, the pantry accommodates some seniors with mobility issues, but it's one thing to make that handoff into a parked car, quite another to venture out into an urban neighborhood in search of isolated seniors.
This summer, a woman called me, and we don't usually deliver, basically because of the nature of delivering. The fear of going into someone's house, you don't know what they're going to have, trying to find people who would be willing to do that. But I took another volunteer with me, and I said, let's go. This woman's in a wheelchair. She has no one. She has nobody to go shop for her. She doesn't have a family. But what I asked her to do is to please have someone downstairs at the door. I'd be willing to come to the outside door. I didn't want to go into the inside door. Again, even myself, for lack of not knowing what's inside and what you would see that maybe I didn't want to see, quite honestly. So we went there, knocked on the door. It worked seamlessly. And I got started thinking maybe we should consider delivering to only those who are homebound, only those who are less able to get out, whatever that reason is. Some people are on oxygen, some people have cancer, some people in wheelchairs. But it's hard to find volunteers who want to do that.
Well, without a doubt, their fear and crime prevent people from coming forward and opening up to other people and that kind of thing. But I think that kind of fear kind of paralyzes some folk and prevents them from getting what they need to get to. I think for the most part, the majority of the people in this community really want to help their neighbor. And I know this is particularly true of the church, that we want to help our neighbors here. This is the church is planted here. We choose to worship here, and this is where we want to do our work. And I think this is where the work is. And of course, so we try to get to know people. Getting to know people eradicates fear. Okay, it eradicates ignorance. It eradicates all of those kinds of things that prevent us from doing what it is that we need to do.
You know, I feel that God, whoever sends God through my door is who I'm supposed to service. But what about the ones he doesn't send through my door? How do I get to them? Where do I find them? It's a good point. If you look at soup kitchens and food pantry, a lot of the ages are older, volunteering. So you're not going to get a 60 or 70-year-old to come in a car with me to go drive to someone's house in Southside, Mount Pleasant, West End, East End, wherever I'm going. But they'll come and there'll be wonderful volunteers serving the food because it's safe. Maybe we can try and find people who would be willing to do the next level, sort of the next step in reaching the people that you're talking about. I don't know where those people are.
Next time on Hungry in the West End.
Our data show that a program as small as Meals on Wheels, it's really, I mean, it's a large program, but it's small in the fact that it's rounding error on a lot of state budgets. You know, it's really small. And so and our research shows that increasing just by a little bit for people can really improve their quality of life and potentially provide savings to states.
You can learn more, read Jody McPhillips' stories, and watch extended interviews and other videos online at aarp.org/RI.